Ever since I started doing events, I remember going to ask advice from my grandfather. And it became a little ritual that I will sit down with my grandfather and have a conversation, and he will tell me how proud he was and how I was the example of the family. My grandfather, he was always feeding me in my mind that I could do anything. I was his first grandchild. That was every time I look in his eyes, you know, I could see the pure love that he had for me. So it became a little ritual that I used to come to see my grandfather and kind of get his blessing. Get his blessing before I go into the darkness. He passed away in 2017. I want to continue that ritual, so I'm going to go see my grandmother. I'm going to go see my father, and I kind of get the feeling that he was there. That through them, he's actually given me the blessing of doing the work.
Execute. Say that again. Energy. Determination. To be guided to execute. Say it again. Energy. Determination. To be guided to execute. That is the edge. What's the purpose of having the edge?
So the men have just traveled from across this great country to find their purpose, to find the edge, to find their truth. One thing I know for certain, I am committed to helping them find their truth. That's it? You think you're gonna get through that fucking wall with that answer?
That's it for now.
Michael Gerard, how would you get through that fucking wall?
I'd start beating that motherfucker with his chair behind me. What brings me to the event is to find my purpose, to understand what I've been hiding from, and making some good decisions about where I'm going.
Think about some of your brother's answers. Maybe they resonate with you. Because you know what? We're all the fucking same.
Well, I just turned 53 back in January, and my life isn't what I want it to be. And I've known that for some time. I went through a marriage and a divorce, and I have 2 great kids out of it, but obviously that relationship wasn't what I wanted it to be, and life wasn't what I wanted it to be. My business isn't what I want it to be. My relationship with my children isn't what I wanted to be, and I've come to the realization I don't have the answers.
God has given you all a gift. The gift to be the light in a world full of darkness.
It's not just one area, it's all. My health, I have 4 businesses, 80 employees, great wife, houses, cars, boats. But I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna end up dying alone, and my legacy is gonna be what? In my bathroom, I die alone. I want to leave something. I want to do something different. It's not just about money, it's about connection.
But trusting in the process, trusting in yourself, trusting in the Father above.
Finding fulfillment in life. My legacy, I have 8 grandchildren and 4 kids. And, you know, the world and everything else in the culture is drawing them astray. And I want to be that rock. I want to be that example. I want to be that leader in their lives that they follow.
If you want to have the edge again, if you want to have the power again, I'm saying again because you had it at one point. No man ever comes to this fucking room without having the edge. We make sure that they don't come through because it's almost impossible for me to give something to people that they never had.
Most men lose the edge because they fucking hide. We fucking hide and we fucking lie until something happens in our lives where we cannot hide anymore.
I'm not here to give you something you never had. I'm not here to give you the certainty that you never had. I'm here to help you discover that fucking code. But if you want to discover that code, to stop fucking lying. Stop fucking hiding.
Real
For your mind, there will never be enough. You will never be wealthy enough, healthy enough, educated enough. There will never be enough. What do you want? Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Speed that shit up. Speed this shit up. Come on. Speed this shit up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Pain is power. Pain is power. Pain is power. Pain is fucking power. I am the way. I am the light. I am the voice. I am the dream. I will not be denied. I am the way. I will not be denied. I will not be denied. Fucking retreat.
I felt like
Deep.
I just fucking died.
A deep one.
And just like, just born
Yes.
again. I felt good.
The soul is stronger than the mind. If you're leaving everything up to the mind, you're gonna screw yourself. The soul is where it's at.
Today, you probably showed up more than you showed up in months or even fucking years. Can you live that way? Even if you only had one day to live, has it been worth it for you to live 100%? Without the illusion, ending the trance, ending the story.
The one thing that I realized, a legacy doesn't have to be discovered when you pass away. You live in your legacy every day. The illusion that we have is that once we pass away, people are going to remember us. That once we pass away, something's going to happen, like as a magic trick that people are going to remember our great things. But the reality is that you could live your legacy every day. So the question for these men that come here is, what is their legacy? Because sometimes we think that our legacy is going to be our business or how smart we are or the great ideas that we have, but it all comes down is who's going to be in your funeral. It all comes down is who's going to show up at your funeral.
He died the year I was born. It's just telling me I have more time.
Look deep into your story. Your story matters. Your story matters. It feels that they've known each other for years, and that's what we do here with Compound Time. We compound time by allowing the space to come together in a powerful way, because proximity is power, and the only way to gain power is to be in proximity with other powerful men. Now, we around so many fucking people every single day, but they're not at the same level that we're playing, and we need to be around people that are playing at the same level. And it's very hard when somebody's a driver, when somebody has intensity, when somebody has a purpose, when somebody has a vision, to be around other visionaries, other people that feed that vision. So what we provide here is a place where they could come together, and proximity meets power here at the next level.
I didn't even know I was carrying that weight, and I'm thinking I'm here to get my edge back, to build my life with my girlfriend, my queen, and build my company, and yeah, I knew the relationship with my daughter was not great, but getting to get rid of that and open myself up, and then hear what Michael shared with me about, as much as I try to make my world and my life and my clients' lives and businesses perfect, it doesn't have to be that way, and I don't have to be that way, and my relationship with my kids doesn't have to be that way, and my relationship with my girlfriend doesn't need to be that way. And I didn't even realize probably the rules that I play by. When I do that, it's got to get messy. I gotta let my life get messy.
Yeah. And it's funny because one of the things I noticed is everybody had their story written down, right? We had this story, but yet nobody had their journal up there. Everything that was said was here. We didn't have it to, look at these wonderful notes we took.
Yeah.
We just got up there, and I really didn't know that was coming to the degree that it came out, but as I focused on it and realized what it was about, it really hurt.
I feel like I've been challenged to the limits, physical, mental, emotional, and then some next level that didn't even know existed.
I'm feeling alive, awake, determined, clear, focused. I feel passion that has been gone for a long, long time in many areas.
I've been awakened to see different areas in my business that I can create. I can't even put it into words when it comes to that, but that my past will not define my future, my marriage, or my destiny. And I'm in control of that.
The work that he does here, the work that we do here, it's important and necessary, especially with what goes on out in the world. And because, he touched lives last night. How many lives do we touch, right, in our businesses and the people that we serve and whatnot, our children, our spouses, and there's a ripple effect that's going to go forward from the other people that have gone through before us and after us. So, that to me is that multiplying effect.
Personal healing needs to change, and I think I've found some here, and we're going to take that to the next level.